Did you know that female cats have some fascinating secrets about them? Dive in with us as we unravel 8 astonishing facts about these ladies that will definitely surprise you. Number 1. The oldest cat to live was a female cat. When we think of old cats, we might think of a cat who's lived 15 or maybe even 20 years. But there was one exceptional female cat named Cream Puff who set a record by living for an astounding 38 years. She lived in Austin, Texas, with her owner Jake Perry. Jake Perry shared that he fed his kitty a mix of different foods. She ate a bit of bacon, eggs, and broccoli. She even had a sip or two of coffee with cream from time to time. While it might seem unusual to feed a cat this way, Jake believed it was one reason his cat lived such a long, healthy life. But always remember, every cat is different, and usually coffee and bacon are not good for your kitty's health. Cream Puff wasn't the only cat Jake Perry had that lived an impressively long life. He had another cat who lived to be 34 years old. With 2 record-breaking cats under his care, Jake surely had some special touch when it came to looking after felines. Number 2. Female cats are typically right-pawed. Cats too have a preferred paw they like to use more often. And interestingly, for many female cats, it's their right paw. In 2018, researchers from Queen's University Belfast conducted an experiment to delve deeper into this. They observed a group of cats over several weeks, noting which paw the cats used for different tasks. These tasks included things like reaching for food, stepping over a raised object, or batting at toys. When the results were tallied up, a trend emerged. Female cats showed a clear preference for their right paw. Want to figure out if your cat has a paw preference? You can set up a simple test at home. Place a treat or a favorite toy just slightly out of your cat's reach, and watch which paw she uses to try and get it. Do this several times, and you might notice a trend. Number 3. Female cats often form close colonies. Female cats are known for creating close-knit groups called colonies. These colonies are not random, they usually consist of related females. It's common to find mothers, daughters, sisters, and even grandmothers in these groups. And there's a good reason for this grouping. When female cats have kittens, they need a safe environment. By forming colonies, these ladies provide a shared safety net for their little ones. It's like having a big family where everyone looks out for each other. In these colonies, the kittens are more protected from threats like other aggressive animals. Another benefit of living in colonies is shared parenting. It's not rare to see one female cat nursing or grooming kittens that aren't her own. It's also fascinating to see how these colonies work. While you might think there's chaos with so many cats, it's often the opposite. There's usually a sort of hierarchy or order. The older or more dominant females are usually in charge. They ensure that everyone gets food, that kittens are safe, and that any disagreements among cats are sorted out. Number 4. Tortoiseshells and calicos are almost always females. When you see a cat with a mix of 3 colors, for example black, white, and orange, you're likely looking at a tortoiseshell or a calico cat. These distinct color patterns aren't just random, they have a lot to do with the cat's genes. Every cat has chromosomes, and these chromosomes decide many things, including the cat's color. Female cats have 2 X chromosomes, while males have 1 X and 1 Y chromosome. The genes that decide the black and orange colors in cats are located on the X chromosome. This is where it gets interesting. A female cat can have both black and orange colors because she has 2 X chromosomes. When both these colors show up together in patches on white fur, we get calico cats. When it's a blend without much white, it's a tortoiseshell cat. For a male cat to be a tortoiseshell or calico, he would need 2 X chromosomes, which means he would have to have an extra chromosome, making his configuration XXY instead of the usual XY. This condition is rare and is known as Klinefelter syndrome in the cat world. Estimates suggest that only about 1 in 3,000 calico cats are male. Number 5. A neutered female cat is called a molly. You might have heard of a tomcat, which typically refers to male cats. Similarly, for female cats, once they are neutered, they are called a molly. Mollies tend to be calmer, less aggressive, and are generally healthier as they are at a lower risk for certain diseases. Female cats that aren't neutered are often labeled queens. This title isn't about royal status but is related to their ability to give birth. When a queen is expecting kittens or nursing them, she's especially protective and attentive. Number 6. Kittens in one litter can have multiple fathers. Cats can release multiple eggs over several days. This means if a female cat meets more than one male during this time, each of those males can potentially be the father to one or more kittens in a single litter. This phenomenon is known as superfecundation. Scientists once wanted to understand this phenomenon better. They observed a group of female cats over their ovulation period. They ensured these females interacted with multiple male cats. When the kittens were born, DNA tests were performed. The results were astonishing. Many litters had kittens with different fathers. Number 7. Female cats generally have a longer life expectancy. This isn't just a coincidence, several factors play a role in this. For starters, female cats, especially those kept indoors, face fewer risks. While male cats tend to be more territorial, they might get involved in fights if they roam outdoors. Fights with other cats can lead to injuries, or they might contract diseases from these encounters. On the other hand, female cats, being less aggressive, usually avoid such confrontations. Genetics also plays a role in the longevity of females. Just like in humans, where women often outlive men, the genetic makeup of female cats provides certain advantages when it comes to longevity. The longer life expectancy of females isn't just about avoiding risks. Even in controlled environments, studies have shown that female cats can often outlive males. The reasons aren't entirely clear but could involve complex interactions of genetics and hormones. Number 8. Spaying increases the lifespan of females. Spaying has some significant health benefits for our feline friends. Firstly, let's talk about a big word, pyometra. It sounds complex, but it's a term for a severe infection in the uterus. Female cats that aren't spayed can sometimes develop this condition, and it can be life-threatening if not treated. Unspayed cats can also develop breast tumors. But spayed cats have a much lower risk of developing them, especially if they're spayed before their first heat cycle. Lastly, frequent pregnancies and giving birth can be strenuous for a cat. By spaying, you eliminate the physical toll repeated pregnancies can have on her body. For maximum health benefits, vets usually recommend spaying females before their first heat cycle. Spaying a cat before her first heat cycle provides several advantages. Firstly, it reduces the risk of diseases we mentioned almost to zero. Additionally, early spaying can make the post-surgery recovery faster and smoother for your feline friend. Younger cats often heal quicker, and their bodies adapt more rapidly to the changes post-surgery. There's also a behavioral aspect to consider. Female cats can start their heat cycles as early as 5 months old, and when they do, you might notice changes in their behavior. They might become more vocal, show restlessness, or even try to escape the house to find a mate. Spaying before this cycle begins ensures you don't have to manage these behaviors. There are also some fascinating facts about male cats that are unique to their gender. Check out this video, where we talk about 7 shocking revelations about male cats. And be sure to subscribe to our channel and join our feline-loving community.